What's going on, boxing heads? It's your boy PullCounterBoxing coming at you with another live stream. I know you guys checked out the All Access this weekend. I want to know what everybody think about it. You know what I'm saying? And, we've been watching the footages for months now of Errol Spence Jr. training. You know what I'm saying? What that produced for him, and just want to get you guys' thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I just thought I'd come on here because you see my videos, you know what I think about it. So I just wanted to see what the boxing heads think about it out there. I was impressed, you know what I'm saying, by the what he how he prepared himself, you know what I'm saying? He looks like, you know what I'm saying, the old Errol Spence Jr. who's in shape, you know what I'm saying, the ones who want to win, the one who wants to prove something in the ring. And you know, he's highly motivated, man. The focus that you see in him, you know what I'm saying, during the workout and the all access thing on Showtime, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? It was not the best, you know what I'm saying, all access, but you know what I'm saying, if you're a fan of Errol Spence Jr. and Youdenis Ugas, you got a good inside look, at their lives and you know what I'm saying, some of what they do around the gym, and that was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? To see how down to earth Errol Spence Jr. is, you know what I'm saying, walking out there with his horses and boots, you know what I'm saying, not trying to, be a pretty boy out there, you know what I'm saying. I thought that was interesting. He named his horse Ferrari, you know what I'm saying, and I thought that was interesting because, of course, he crashed in a Ferrari. And, just kind of show you what kind of, he's not looking at life too seriously. You know what I'm saying? If you name one of your horses after the car that you crashed in, then that tells you a lot, you know what I'm saying, about his mentality, you know what I'm saying? And the all access, she gave us a little peek into his son. You know what I'm saying? That was a cool little part showing his son, picking up the mitts and the gloves. And Youdenis Ugas told a little bit about his story to Cuba, coming from Cuba, landing in Mexico and stuff like that. And I thought that was interesting because that shows you that dude, he's got that real immigrant story, you know what I'm saying, where, he don't fear nothing, you know what I'm saying. If you can, you know what I'm saying, if you can defect from a country, you know what I'm saying, and you take that upon yourself and to get here, you started out with nothing. That mean that dude, he's ready for everything, man. I'm talking, I mean, we know Youdenis Ugas' story, but it's to see him tell it and to see how devout and how disciplined he is, man. Because that man, I have never seen Youdenis Ugas look out of shape. I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? He always looked like he is in prime condition. He always looked like he's at the top of his game. And just to listen to the origin of his background, man, that dude is real. He's 100% real. And you know, even though Errol is in great shape, Ugas is not coming to lay down, bro. I mean, he ain't coming to lay down. He's been calling out Errol Spence Jr. for quite some time, so he's been prepared mentally for this challenge. And him being, saying coming from humble backgrounds like that, we always brag about being from the hood, but man, that dude that comes from, the direct bottom, and he built himself up to become a WBA champion. Hey, he hungry, bro. He hungry, and I know he's 35. And but like I said, man, he looked like he got some will on him, and looked like, with Silas, when you looked at the Youdenis Ugas camp, it looks like he's training for war, man. I mean, if you see, we know how Ugas likes to fight on the inside, but look like he's picking up the activity. You know what I'm saying, on the inside, because he don't really throw a lot of punches because he's a counter puncher. He just kind of works off of what you do. And but look like um, when he was doing the pad work with Silas, man, looked like he was picking up the activity. Looked like he's going to try to push the pace, and looked like he's going to try to move forward on EJ. And I'm telling you, what I'm saying, he was doing from the punches that he, of course he likes those uppercuts, but he was throwing it straight down the line a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he was coming, combinations, hooks and the straight right down the middle. So look like he's going to try to switch it up on EJ. You know what I'm saying? And because EJ is already expecting that weird right hook that he liked to throw from the outside. So it look like he's going to switch it up and try to throw that right and concentrate on the throwing a straight right on the inside. And I don't know how much that's going to help him, but he is physically strong. Like he may not have a lot of pop on his punches, but he is strong physically. You know what I'm saying? Body wise, you know what I'm saying? He is a strong dude. You know what I'm saying? So look like he's going to try to get in close. You know what I'm saying? And maybe smother EJ punches. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just looking at the pad work and how he's working, and look like he's going to pick up his activity, and he's gonna try to bang with EJ and try to manhandle him, you know what I'm saying, and probably not let Errol get a lot of leverage on his hooks and on his punches, and I'm pretty sure he's working not to get framed up against them ropes, because that's where EJ will just end your whole night right there. If he gets you turned on them ropes and start going to them kidneys and I'm pretty sure, because Ugas said that he knows exactly how Errol is going to come at him. And by the way he's fighting, he wants to meet him head to head. So we may have another, uh, like a Errol Spence Sean Porter type situation here, where, what I'm saying, each fighter just want to outwill each other, you know what I'm saying? And all the skills and all that go out the window, you know what I'm saying? And, man, as far as the whole programming went, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no spectacular Rocky type. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just like us, you're just kind of like a hardcore boxing fan. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of because of some of the music they chose. It wasn't no hip hop music. It was just a lot of bullshit. Inspirational type. You know what I'm saying? Technical type crap. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could have did on their damn beat board, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man. But, you know what I'm saying? I did enjoy the information. And just watching, EJ train and, you know what I'm saying, what he go through with, you know what I'm saying, well, he talked about his crash, you know what I'm saying? We tired of hearing about his crash and tired of hearing about how he overcame the crash and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But we know it's a big feat, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed the part where his son was in there. And, part one, you know what I'm saying, they didn't cover a whole lot. But I did enjoy the all access coverage. EJ, he seemed like he's just a normal guy. He was saying, like, you can see him in Walmart and stuff like that. What's going on, Valentine? What's happening? Salute, my brother. Click the link if you want to come up, bro. Say a few things, you know what I'm saying? You can hit one of them links. So, yeah, it was all access was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they both participated. The workout was phenomenal. Just give you an overall, look. We've seen pictures and little, snippets of EJ, working out in camp. But the workout, man, that shit was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how hard he was hitting that bag. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really put the sound on YouTube because they would have shut that down all the way down. But man, I'm pretty sure everybody heard it. Man, the way he was attacking that bag. It was better than the Danny Garcia, coverage. You know what I'm saying? He was going hard in that one, but this one, the punch placement is there, the accuracy is there, even the shag is there, bro. And that's really what I know for all things and all the way we analyze this stuff. It was the shag that had me excited, bro. Because when he got that little messed up shag back there, you know what I'm saying? He's really dialed in. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that's a thing that his fans like. You know what I'm saying? To see, because that's when he was dominating against Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? And Leonard Badu, when he got them knockouts, that was something that he was wearing, you know what I'm saying, when he was going up for the belt before he fought Kell Brook. And Shag was the thing, you know what I'm saying? And obviously he's watching social media and listening to what the fans are talking about. And there it is, that Shag, you know what I'm saying? And man, you know, the tattoo, you know what I'm saying, he got, that's a little different, you know what I'm saying, that he you know, different change he's made, you know what I'm saying? But the skill, you know, the only thing I've seen different in his workout routine was, you know, look like he's tripling up on the jab, and you know what I'm saying, you know, he's got like where he's trying to work directly down the pipe, you know what I'm saying, with straight shots. Um, Look like he's preparing. Well, he always prepared for an inside fight, and that's where EJ likes to fight anyway. So that's the way he trains. But anything different I seen was like the way he was tripling up and on the hooks and tripling up on the jab. And you know, so I don't know if he didn't want to show too much in that. Oh, let me see, Valentine, what you say? Say, I wish I could join driving with the wife right now in Brick City. Okay, Newark, New Jersey. Oh yeah, keep grinding and doing the excellent work, fam. Oh, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. You know Newark. Oh, so you out there with us, Stevenson? Okay, you out there with us, Stevenson, and everything. Okay, yeah, Newark, boy. Look here, I've heard some stories about New York, boy. God dang, boy. Mm-mm. I heard them boys out there don't play. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be careful out there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the city though. It produce some great fighters and stuff. And but yeah, I wanted to kind of come on and get some you know, see what other people thought about the all access and the media workout, and how did they perceive it? Because you know, I looked around the internet and a lot of people loved it, and a lot of people hated it. But the people who hated it was going to hate on it anyway. You know what I'm saying? They don't. A lot of people don't like Errol Spence Jr. for some reason. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm hating on them, hating on Errol Spence Jr., but it's just that the dude fighting the best, you know what I'm saying, at the welterweight. And every time you see Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, that's all he's doing. You know, he's going from one, you know, the top level champion who's next. And then, you know, you have a lot of people that act like that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's gonna fight Terrence Crawford, when he's gonna fight Terrence Crawford. Well, Terrence Crawford, you know, he was on the outside of PBC, and you know, of course, you know, if you work for Wendy's, you know, Wendy's ain't gonna do nothing for McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it just don't make no sense. You know, that's just common sense. You know, and finally, Terrence Crawford is signed with the PBC. Oh, he says, Valentine says, East Coast grinding, yes, Shakur, and a lot of great boxing history. Yep, right across the bridge from NYC. No doubt, bro. Yeah, what's his name? Dang, I can't believe Blue Blood, Blue Blood co-host. You know, he's from Newark, and he just passed and everything. Let's see, he was full of boxing knowledge and stuff up through there. And I can't even remember the man's name. That's bad. Anyway, but for sure, man, y'all come on in, man. Let me see what y'all thought about this all access. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, what's up, Bruce? Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. What's up, Bruce? You know what I'm saying? Kurt Sugar, yeah, Kurt. Damn, man, I'm getting old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Anderson, yeah, I'm getting old, bro. Oh man, I can't remember nothing. Yeah, Kurt Anderson, man. Kurt, man, he was like, I could sit back and listen to Kurt, man. You know, Kurt, he just had so many stories. He was like one of them old mafia dons, you know what I'm saying, that just had all kind of stories. Not, you know, just the bad side, but he just had so many experiences. I used to love listening to him. Valentine said they hate Spence because he's let's see. Oh, he's better than their favorite fight. I had to move it over. Yeah, Kurt, man. Yeah, man. Kurt was that dude, man. Yeah, Kurt, I don't know, he just had that charisma. He just had that some people just, you know, oh yeah, full of boxing knowledge, man. just he kind of reminds me of see, here I go again with that bullshit. Let me see, uh, JT, what was that guy? Now, he always at every damn event in the world. The comedian guy, TK, T to the motherfucking K. What's his name? TK something, Kirtland, something like that. And he's always at every event. And Kurt reminds me of that guy because he's at every event. And I know he's a big boxing fan, you know what I'm saying? And he was going to boxing way back, you know. I was sad when he passed, man. I couldn't even, you know, and he's young too. He's not like an old guy, you know. He's just 50 something years old. So you know what I'm saying? It was a shock to me, man. And I'm gonna miss him, man. I tell you that, man. I'm gonna miss Kurt, man. He was cool and down to earth, and I just used to love the way he broke down the fights, how he could like, you know, he can correlate it with another fight, and especially when he brought up the obscure fights, and I used to like to go look them up. You know, and a lot of fights I just forgot. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember. I've seen so many good fights, man, and I used to chime in um, sometimes when he talked about the old fights and stuff. And uh, you know, I just love to listen to him break it down, man. And he was just a master at that, man. You know. Um, but yeah, hey Bruce, what do you think about the All Access? Did you watch it? Did you watch Errol Spence All Access with Ugas? Because man, you know, Ugas looked like he's dialed in and looked like he believes he has a lot of confidence. I'm gonna have dinner with him. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Oh, you say you was going to? Okay. Oh yeah. Did you watch the All Access? What did you think about the All Access, Bruce? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't think it was like, you know what I'm saying, like Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, like that dramatic, overly dramatized type thing. They just had it kind of like, you know, their personalities is kind of laid back and professional. Uh, you know, it's just cool to see my man back in 100% form. Um, you know, I think he's going to go in here and I think he's going to break Youdenis Ugas' will. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he just looked like he wants to make a statement. He said that he wants a statement, make a statement. And I think it was Youdenis Ugas' trainer who said that Errol Spence Jr. wasn't looking the same. And Errol Spence Jr. he takes exception to that kind of stuff. He said we're going to find out in 2 weeks. Okay, he says, okay, Valentine said All Access was great. Look forward to the next Me Too. And Spence and Ugas are ready. You know what I'm saying? I got Spence, fam. I know you do, man. I mean, I mean, you know, anything can happen in boxing. You know, like, you know, we see what happened with the Manny Pacquiao thing, the car crash. But, you know, we ain't going to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are still doubting Spence, you know what I'm saying, his ability since, you know, went through, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how genuine that is. You know what I'm saying? Do they really think that, you know what I'm saying, he's diminished, or are they just saying that just to kind of hate? I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? I see accuracy. I see a little more speed. Um, I see the placement is sharp. You know what I'm saying? I see focus. You know what I'm saying? I see, um, just a well oiled machine, you know. And I don't know if for the other fighters that are out there, I know they better be paying attention because I think from here on out, it's over for them. You know what I'm saying? As far as having, a chance to have beaten him, you know what I'm saying, when he was down, when he was in focus, that was the chance to catch Errol Spence Jr. when he wasn't, really paying attention to his craft. And let me see, make sure my thing is still going here. when he wasn't paying attention, that was the best chance to catch him. And they just missed an opportunity. They just missed the opportunity big time right there. So, let me see if I can get some more people talking about this thing. So yeah, so I was excited when I saw him. That was a good hour and some change of the training, and he just looked. That's that bit. Well, they really wasn't showing a lot of his training. Back in the day, they showed some him punching on the bag, but um, in this one, he really, really looked exceptional, in my opinion. Um, you know, Derek James, they did the mid work, and man, they have a really good chemistry. It's laid back. You know what I'm saying? You can see where you can really appreciate a teacher like Derek James. He don't seem like some dictator. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like he worked with what you got, and you can see them two have a really good bond, a really good chemistry. I would be interested to see him work with Jermell Charlo because he's the one who got that crazy emotional edge to him, and what I'm saying, it's probably no difference, but I would, what I'm saying, how Jermell is kind of crazy, and I would just love to see how they interact because I'm pretty sure he has to work a little differently with Jermell than he does with Errol Spence. Errol Spence looked like he'll just kick back and do what he got to do, but Jermell, what I'm saying, depending on what he got going on for today, look like you may get you may get something different. What I'm saying, you might get a irritable Jermell Charlo, or you might, what I'm saying, like he did that interview with Brian Custard, and he was just on a whole nother level, bro. He was on a whole nother level. I was like, damn. He said, man, look, he said, I'm gonna let you talk, man, because y'all act like you can't talk to me. It seemed like you can't talk to me. And I was like, man, this dude here is crazy. I said, he is crazy for real. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see Derek James, what I'm saying, what he looked like in training with Jermell. They only have photos and stuff if you go to their Instagram, what I'm saying, or Jermell Charlo Instagram, what I'm saying, you only see like photos or little snippets of him and Derek James, what I'm saying. And that's got to be tough for Derek James to go between Houston and Texas, Dallas and Texas, to train two of his stars. And he's doing a great job, though. They should really give him Trainer of the Year, you know what I'm saying? And, it was just kind of messed up. I forgot who they gave Trainer of the Year, Robert Garcia, somebody like that, some bullshit like that. And his damn fighter's leaving him. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make no damn sense. To give his both of his fighters about to get undisputed. They're about to get undisputed, two fighters, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want to acknowledge this man. I tell you, if this system that we have don't have the double standards, and then they can still look at a fighter like Ryan Garcia, and they still put him on top and act like he has a shot at undisputed, and he haven't done jack crap, man. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what we're looking at, man. I'm glad Devin Haney is, getting his shot. You know what I'm saying? Even though he has to, fight two fights, he has to fight George Kambosos, two fights, man, and then he owes Top Rank a third fight, and he had to make those sacrifices to get to the man. You know what I'm saying? So I think Devin Haney can do it. I'm behind him. I'm with the Dream Team 100%. And getting back to this Errol fight, I just think it's not going to be with Errol being on his A game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Ugas going to be able to handle that boy. Because, let's look at it. Ugas is 35 years old, man. And he didn't look, he beat Pacquiao, but Pacquiao was 40 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Pacquiao, he struggled with Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And he was lumped up. Pacquiao lumped him up. You know what I'm saying? So, when Errol get in there and he get a taste, I believe, let's say, I'm gonna say round 3 or 4, we're gonna start seeing Ugas about to come up out of there, because it's gonna take him a lot to keep Errol Spence Jr. off of him. He's gonna have to use a lot of energy. He can't just sit there and counterpunch, because we know Errol Spence Jr. work rate is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then he has his strength, you know what I'm saying, and conditioning. So he's going to be pushing the pace. That's going to raise Youdenis Ugas' work rate. And, Ugas is 35, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, his battery is going to start, you know what I'm saying, he's going to have to get his second win somewhere. And I don't think Errol Spence Jr. is going to let up off him. He's going to definitely be pushing that pace. He's going to be trying to get his ass up out of there to make his statement, you know what I'm saying, to Terrence Crawford. And I'm pretty sure, hopefully, Terrence Crawford will be in the building. Now that he signed I think it's a 2-fight deal with PBC. And, you know what I'm saying, hopefully he'll be in the building, because that'll just make it so much more, electrifying to see them two up in there, man. To see him just watching, stocking Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, knowing that he's next. And I don't think nothing's going to stop that fight from happening now. And that's a huge legacy fight for both fighters. Win or lose, you know what I'm saying? I'm an Errol Spence Jr. fan, but I don't know if he's better than Terrence Crawford. I think he's better than Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to see it if I knew he could beat Terrence Crawford. So that's how I look at it. But, I want Errol Spence Jr. to win just because I love his fighting style. But if Terrence Crawford beat him, then, he's just not better than Terrence Crawford. Or they could fight again. And, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of things that people don't know, you know what I'm saying, that don't watch boxing, is that a fighter can win one fight and lose the next fight. You know what I'm saying? So if they fight, it will probably be a rematch clause. I don't think if Errol Spence Jr. win, he would rematch Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Which would be sad, because I think that's the biggest money fight. I would think they should fight 2 times. I think that's like, what's going on, my brother? What's up, Seawood? You can click the link if you want to come up, bro. I think they should fight 2 times. Cause I think they're both closing out each other's careers, especially Crawford being 34. I think they're closing out. They should fight 2 times. You know what I'm saying? That would like really cement Terrence Crawford legacy. And then, Spence want to move up to 154. And he was talking about fighting like Jermell Charlo. He said he don't mind fighting Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And I see that's the sign of a fighter right there. That is the sign of a fighter. He don't mind fighting Jermell Charlo. They friends. And just like Mike McCollum said to Marvin Hagler, man, he said, look, you know what I'm saying, you didn't help me feed my family. I was like, see what said, the fight against Ugas and Spence may be closer than many think. Man, come on, tell me what you mean by that. Okay, this fight against, you saying it might be closer. I got you. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I was just, I think it's going to be competitive. I don't think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be hot competitive, and I think that you're looking at a D battery versus, a AAA battery, and a AAA battery, you know what I'm saying, it's good, because it's brand new, but eventually it's going to run out of energy, and the D battery is going to have, got a lot more left, a lot more energy left in the tank, and I think that's what's going to happen. And let me see. He said this fight against Ugas. See what it says. This fight against Ugas and Spence may be closer. Okay, I've just read that. So yeah, man, I just think he's gonna outlast Ugas. I think he's gonna wear him down to the body. But I see Ugas is preparing for all that. He's preparing for the inside war. And I think that's the wrong fight for him. But hell, he never fought any other way his whole career. You know what I'm saying? His entire career, he's fought like that. And you know, it's going to be just interesting to see if he can make any adjustments off of Errol Spence Jr. work rate, because Earl don't like to let fighters reset and calculate, and that's Terrence Crawford. That's his game. You know, he calculates because he stuns you. He stuns you with his power. You know what I'm saying? Getting in crisp, accurate shots. You know what I'm saying? He's got good combination punching, but all that's calculated because he don't really fight on the inside a lot. And you know what I'm saying? I think Errol Spence Jr. being in 100% shape, he's going to be able to apply that pressure, you know what I'm saying, on Ugas, on Terrence Crawford, on whoever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Jerron Booth Sanders will have a chance to dance around because he's got them new legs. You know what I'm saying? He got them fresh legs. What's up, PGH, Big Dog? What's happening, my brother? Let's see. Let me see. See what you said. I'm trying to move this thing over. Body work is going to get Ugas late in the fight. Spence in 9. Yeah, I could see that too. But I think it's going to be earlier than that. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how hard Ugas go. You know what I'm saying? I think it all depends because I think Spence going to come out fast, and that's going to raise the temperature in the room. I think that's going to raise the temperature. You know what I'm saying? You know how the pace of the fight go, and I think Ugas going to want to get his respect. You know what I'm saying? Early. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't get Spence respect, he just going to come out there and pound on your ass, bro. He just going to come out there and dog you. And I think Ugas going to have to get some respect. And that's where it's all going to start. That's where the fire going to jump off at right there when Ugas come in there and he has to make a, hey man, you can't just, and the way he fights, he puts pressure on his opponents by pushing and dogging forward, and that's why this fight I think is not going to last that long, because Ugas, he likes to use his physicality, in a very certain way. The way he dogged out Shawn Porter, Porter got in some good licks. Don't get me wrong. Porter, that was one of the best Porters we saw too, because he was mixing his boxing with his dog style, and but Ugas was getting the best of that dog stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was doing, because Ugas was just physically bigger, physically stronger than Shawn Porter, and it just didn't look good for Shawn Porter to get handled like that and pushed to the ropes, and Ugas was digging in them damn uppercuts to the body. If he had any power, he would have knocked out Shawn Porter. I thought he won that fight, and I know a lot of you guys think he won that fight also. But if he had any power, that's another thing that's going against Ugas in this fight, is the power. You know what I'm saying? And I know Victor Conte came out and said something about, these guys are doing steroids or something like that. But he always say that about every damn body. You know what I'm saying? And but if he come in there like Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying? If he was gonna use steroids, he should use it against Pacquiao, because we know Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna use steroids, you know what I'm saying, you would think, you know what I'm saying, he would have done it. But I don't think Ugas is doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just training hard. I think he's super motivated. And I think he just knows Errol Spence Jr. is a huge challenge, and he can't be slipping. And so I think we're going to see the best Ugas that we ever seen. For some reason, Errol Spence Jr. bring out the best, and in the fighters that he faced. They train harder. You know what I'm saying? They do their homework. You know what I'm saying? They don't go slipping on EJ. He always get the best. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the fighters that he faced, they step up their game to a whole nother level. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of boxing fans don't like to see that. When you the champion, people play. I don't care if it's the crustiest team out there. If you the champion, they want to beat the champion. They want to hold a W over the champion, and everybody want to beat Errol Spence Jr. So that's extra motivation, and it propels them to another level. And if the champ ain't motivated, then that's when he start looking bad. You know, like Contender was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, they should have called EJ back in, you know what I'm saying, when he was slipping and messing up. But now the man on his purpose, you know, when you're on your grind, it's hard to be beat. And I think Ugas, you know what I'm saying, I think what's in Ugas' corner is that he's been wanting this Errol Spence Jr. fight for a long time. Like even when he was on his way up, Ugas wanted to fight him, and that's something to be said for Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to fight Errol when he was running through everybody, when he had the shag. And I think that's something to be looked at right there, man, because Ugas ain't scared at all. He want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And he looked like he lived. I don't know if you saw the All Access. He looks like he lives in a modest way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at the Instagram. I don't know if he was just showing that doing that for the All Access, you know, or they were just showing a part of his house, because you look at his Instagram, it look like he has a lavish lifestyle. And he do mess with some bad chicks out there. I mean, I don't know if that's his wife or not, but he be messing with some bad broads, man. I mean, Ugas got style, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely cool like that. Let me see. He carry himself with a lot of dignity and everything. Never saying a bad thing about nobody, no one. Let me see. He said Spence is renewed and ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is renewed and ready. So, you know, April 16th, you know what I mean? This can't get here fast enough for me. I don't know what the next All Access is going to be about. What else can you really cover? You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, I guess maybe show another aspect of the training of, you know, of Derek James. Maybe they'll do something with him. But man, I am so pumped. You know, I can't even tell you, bro. It's like I'm happy about Devin Haney. I'm happy about, you know what I'm saying, Jamel Charlo. They fight, and Brian Castano. Hopefully, let's see who. Hopefully he don't try to get out that fight. You know what I'm saying, with that torn bicep bullshit, because we know they don't want black people. Say Ugas lives in Miami. That's what Valentine said. He's Ugas live in Miami. So, you know, yeah, I go on his Instagram and you know what I'm saying, when I'm making my videos and I see, you know, he be chilling, man. He be looking, you know, he be wearing his little suits and stuff with his nice little shades, and you know what I'm saying, have his wife with him, man. I like this dude here is cool as shit, man. You can't say nothing bad about Youdenis Ugas. And he trains hard. He just carries himself with class, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's just interesting that, you know, he can't speak English by now, though. You know what I'm saying? At least a few words. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you know, that nigga is straight, you know, Spanola. He ain't even trying to learn English. You know, so, but you know, Errol Spence Jr. He ain't the best entertainer when it comes to interviews. You know, he's just himself. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of laid back. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he just kind of give it to you straight type situation, you know, kind of like my videos. I just kind of give it to you like I see it, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, I'm just looking forward to it, bro. Yeah, but I came on here to see what you guys thought about, you know, the All Access, what you thought about the training. So click the link, you know what I'm saying? And waiting for some of you guys to come on and tell me what y'all thought about this here workout session. What you thinking about, you know, when you see EJ here, from, you know, comparing from him from when he fought Mikey Garcia, and, you know, he looked kind of drained. You know what I'm saying? He looked like, you know, because, you know, he even said it himself, it was a fat camp. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at him, he just looked full. He looked like he's about 160. You know what I'm saying? In this workout, he looked like he's about 160. You know, but when you saw him fight Mikey Garcia, man, he just looked like he looked drained, bro. I ain't gonna lie, his eyes were sucked in, and when he fought Sean Porter, he looked a little better. You know what I'm saying? He looked a little bit better, but he was still lean, a little lean. When he fought Danny Garcia, he looked a little bit better, but he still looked kind of like he was drained or something. So you just kind of wonder to yourself, could he have knocked out these guys if he was 100%? Because he says in an interview, he says even at 50%, he could beat the top welterweights. You know what I'm saying? And I think I was telling what's the name? So you got to believe in yourself if you're an athlete, man. You got to think that you can do these things, but you test the waters too often, and you're gonna get beat. Let's say he would have went against somebody like Jerron Ennis, who got all that energy, and what I'm saying, he's only 23 or 22, something like that. And you got to be on your A game against them natural athletes like that. See, a lot of people say, Jerron Ennis ain't ready, and maybe he ain't, but he can definitely beat you if you ain't on your A game. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on your A game, a fighter with that natural ability like Boots, and he has skill. Now, I ain't going to take that away from him. Now, I see the skill. You know what I'm saying? So, he just don't have the experience. And because he come from a boxing family like Floyd Mayweather, that shit may not matter. It may not matter because Floyd, he didn't have the experience when he beat the champions he did. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up with Floyd and you saw him fighting Hernandez and them guys who had all this experience, who's champions at the top, that shit did not matter one bit because Floyd was just too fast. He was too slick. He just knew too much stuff because his boxing family took him through the mill ever since he was a kid. He's just a born killer. And Errol Spence Jr. took up the sport a little late, and he still did wonders with it, just like Deontay Wilder. Came in the game late. You know what I'm saying? And still, imagine if he would have trained from when he was a kid, what he would have been like. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? What kind of skill set he would have been working with if he had trained, before he turned 15 and got into the sport. And Derek James looked like he had his hand on a lot of different fighters' careers, even if it was just in passing. He seems to, I saw his fight. I saw a Derek James fight, and I was like, well, you can only do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't look great in the fights that I saw him in. You know what I'm saying? But he's a great teacher. He's a great coach. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's what it is. Like, Magic Johnson can't coach worth the crap. Michael Jordan can't coach worth the crap, but they can get in there and they can fight. So it's kind of like the reverse for certain coaches. They may not can fight like that. Eddie Roach, he sucked as a fighter, but he can coach his ass off. And so that's why when a lot of these fighters, you know what I'm saying, they be talking about you don't know what you're talking about because you ain't in the ring. A lot of these coaches, Eddie McGirt would be an exception to that rule because Eddie McGirt gave Pernell Whitaker. If you have time, go check that fight out. If you haven't, Buddy McGirt versus Pernell Whitaker was a whew. If you want to see some boxing skills and grit, that was the fight, bro. That was the fight. Go check that fight out. And Derek James, he's a decent. He was I ain't gonna say he's a decent fighter. He was an okay fighter, but he's a dynamic coach, especially from Errol Spence personality. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of withdrawn and, they don't talk, a lot during their training session. I thought that was interesting. They don't do a lot of talking. Even when he said they go out and eat, Errol Spence Jr. just quiet. And, I just thought that was interesting. And I said, shit, it must be just weird working in their gym. And he said he don't mix it up with a lot of guys. And I know Errol Spence Jr. got that Frank Martin up on him. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder how that's going to pan out. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin looked like he's a top guy right now. Look like the way he's moving in boxing right now. I don't know if he can, deal with like a Stevenson or somebody, but I would love to see it. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see, he probably ain't ready though, because Stevenson is, Man, Stevenson is crisp. He's always crisp and he's hungry. I think he's going to beat Oscar Valdez. I think he's going to beat Oscar Valdez's ass. And I think Oscar Valdez is going to come in juice to the gills. Um, I think he's going to come in and with all the dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, in that Canelo camp. Anybody seen Canelo all pumped up, man? Anybody seen that footage of Canelo? You know what I'm saying? He's all pumped up. You know what I'm saying? He's ready to try to go for undisputed again. They're gonna open the gates for him. You know what I'm saying? So he can get undisputed all over again, and so pay off people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? To stay away and not take fights. And I can't with Canelo, bro. I can't do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know, so I know a lot of people be like, you know, Canelo this, Canelo that. I can't do it. But let me see. I'm just trying to wait to see if anybody want to get up here and talk about how they saw the all access, what they thought about that. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty good, man. I thought it was, you know, it was kind of like mellow. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, you know, over dramatized and nothing like that. But I enjoyed it. I didn't like when they did the music and, you know, the music was lame and, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Errol Spence Jr. had no control or Ugas, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have any kind of creative control over all access. They just kind of sat there and gave their thoughts on how they thought the fight, you know, about their life and stuff like that. So, but let's see. Somebody click the link and get on up here and tell me what you thought about this all access thing. You know what I'm saying? Changes. You know, and nobody want to talk today. So once again, you know, I think Ugas is gonna you know, I think he's gonna try to match fire with fire, and I think that's gonna be his downfall because he's gonna have to get that Errol Spence Jr. respect. I think Errol's gonna come out there fast. I think he's gonna try to make a statement, and I don't see where Ugas can knock him out. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Ugas can. I don't think Ugas can knock him out. I think it was Ramos. What was that guy name? Abel Ramos almost knocked out Ugas in the last round. Had him jacked up, bro. Abel Ramos, man, caught him with something, and it was like the last 5 seconds, maybe the last 3 seconds. Well, Ugas was done. You know what I'm saying? And he wobbled to the end. Let me see. What's going on, PGH Big Dog? Let me see. Let me blow up your comment. I'm on my phone here. Let me see. He said Canelo using some serious special meat for this one. That massive weight gain is suspect. You best believe. He said both Jamaican too. Mm-hmm. Frank Martin will be a champion. I think so too, bro. I think so too. Yeah, man, I can't PGH Big Dog. I can't deal with Canelo right now, man. He's above the game right now, and he's not operating on the same level. Oh, I missed one of Valentine. He said, "Man down, big fish strap season. Let's go." And he says, "Dragnello." I can't deal with that dude, man. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because they allow him. They allow all of them non-black fighters. They allow them to juice. They allow them to skip Vada. You know what I'm saying? You know, Vada be in town. You know, they'll go to a whole nother country. They'll fake an injury so they don't have to take the test. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got to do all this stuff to compete with the top black fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they got that natural ability, and they know they need that edge to be able to stay in there. Because I think Jamil will get a knockout. You know, this next fight. I think he'll knock Brian Castano out. But what's interesting is to build up that Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? If let's say Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence Jr., he's talking about going up to fight Jamel Charlo. Now, maybe that's part of the 2-fight deal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what's going on with the 2-fight deal. Because if he beat Errol Spence Jr., I don't see him sticking around 147 to fight anybody else. I see him trying to go up to fight Jermell Charlo, and I think that's why they gave him a 2-fight deal. That's probably the most obvious thing, because they don't just want him to come in there and just win undisputed against Errol Spence Jr. and not have another fight. You know what I'm saying? So they had to lock him in. How that fight will go, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I do favor Jermell Charlo to beat Terrence Crawford only because of the power, just because Jermell Charlo is another athletic fighter who has, and his punch resistance, I believe, is better than Terrence Crawford. So he probably would survive, the trade off of trading punches with Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason, just the size and the punch resistance. As far as, boxing IQ, you know what I'm saying? I think Terrence may have the edge on Jermell Charlo on the boxing IQ, but when you got certain intangibles, you know what I'm saying, the punch resistance, the power, and he got speed. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if I was Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, I would tread lightly, fighting Jermell Charlo. Plus, he's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So he's got that crazy person's strength, you know what I'm saying, where he could rip up a toilet seat and, you know what I'm saying, it won't phase him. You know what I'm saying? He'll just rip a damn toilet seat right out the goddamn floor. And it is what it is. So, Terrence Crawford he's gonna have to really watch him on that one. But Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford, that's gonna be, if he get past Ugas and he fights Terrence Crawford, bro, man, that's gonna be, you already know, if right after he beat Ugas, man, everybody in boxing is gonna go crazy, bro. And especially if he call out Terrence Crawford after he beat Ugas. And if Terrence Crawford is sitting out there and he comes up into the ring, oh my God. If Terrence Crawford come up in that damn ring after the Ugas fight, it's gonna be on and popping, bro. That's gonna be boxing history. That's gonna be on a whole nother level. He just come on up there, you know what I'm saying? And just to see them face off in the ring, you know what I'm saying? You next, okay? And let's say it gets heated. Oh my goodness, bro. Tickets already sold. You know what I'm saying? 300,000 tickets already sold. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I'll be ready. I have to go to that fight. I'm gonna have to go to that fight, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to that fight. When Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford fight, I'm going to that fight. I could go to this one, but you know what I'm saying, I gotta work. So, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make the donuts to get to the fight. So let me see what he says. Teacher. Let me see. Let me blow this comment up here. Let's see. He said Valpez would test dirty and still be. Yep. Oscar Valdez. Man. You know what I'm saying? I'm so disappointed, bro. You know what I'm saying? When he beat what his name, Balchek, I knew it was something wrong, bro. I knew it was something wrong when he beat Balchek. Balchek, you know what I'm saying, even though he's not a highly skilled fighter, but he took his confidence away from when he used those PEDs and stuff to amp up his speed and amp up his training. And he beat that man. He destroyed that man. You know what I'm saying? Because you seen what Balche looked like in the last fight, bro. Against what's his name? Nathelia. Nathika. I can't pronounce these dudes' names. Nathelia. He's not even that great of a dude. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and destroyed Balchek, bro. I was like, wow. That shows you what kind of fighter Stevenson is, because he shut Nathelia down. He shut his ass down, so he made it look like a sparring session. And Tank, you know what I'm saying? I just hope, I hear that Tank is gonna stay with Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather, I'm pretty sure they put an all-out alert on that shit because Tank, you know what I'm saying? Tank is their bread and butter right now. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no goddamn butter in the refrigerator. He's all they got. And even though Mayweather is a star and Mayweather is, you know what I'm saying, the one that makes that company moves, um, shit, they lose Tank. You know, Mayweather may have to come back and fight another damn fight. I'm interested if anybody knows how does it work between the PBC and Mayweather Promotions? You know what I'm saying? Because if Tank was to leave him and he's still going to stay with Al Heyman, and I was talking about this in another live stream, would Mayweather still have any kind of influence or control of who he could fight? Could he shut down the fights? Would he, you know what I'm saying? Would he have any kind of say? You know, could he fight Lomachenko? Could he fight Devin Haney? You know what I'm saying? Could he get those fights without Mayweather? And that'd be something interesting. I want to know. Because he says when you're talking to him, you're talking to Al Heyman. And that's kind of interesting. What does he mean by that? Does he mean that he owns half the company and he got to say? But it ain't gonna really matter. And because he's going back with Mayweather, and Devin Haney says Tank don't want to really fight nobody. He's hiding up under Floyd Mayweather. I don't know how true that is. I think this shows that Tank wants to fight the best, and Mayweather gonna have to, get those fights for him. And I think he can. I think he sees, I think he sees Tank. He's grown up. You know what I'm saying? And I think he sees Tank. He wants his independence. He wants to be able to be mentioned in some of the having some of them names on his belt, like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, whoever at the top, Lomachenko, and George Kambosos ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He's just he's just a dude that caught Teofimo Lopez, who ain't even a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Just caught him, down. And what's going on with Teofimo Lopez, bro? He's tripping. You know what I'm saying? He's really, 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 really losing his mind that now that he don't have the belts and he don't have the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? He's calling everything fixed and saying crazy shit like, you know what I'm saying? The promoters got this script already scripted out about who's gonna win, and so he looked like he's just trying to just burn the whole house down. If he can't play, one of them niggas that, you know what I'm saying, if he can't play, he get X'd out, you know what I'm saying? He don't get picked for the next game, he's gonna take his ball home type shit. And that's what it looks like. It look like he just want to destroy the game. Let me see who is this. What's going on? Let's see. I'm sorry, I'll be having to blow up these comments so I can see them. Okay, Sosa Smith. People don't know Floyd, part owner of the PBC. Yeah, I was just talking about that Sosa Smith. I was just talking about that. I am Trill Will in the building. What's going on, Trill Will? Y'all subscribe to, I'm pretty sure most of y'all already subscribed to I am Trill Will. I be seeing you on different people lines and stuff. I am Trill Will, man. You know what I'm saying? I be watching you, man. You know what I'm saying? I just be quiet, so I be driving and shit a lot. You know what I'm saying? I be checking you out, my brother. So yeah. What I was talking about. Yeah, I'm old, so you know what I'm saying, I'll forget shit real quick. So yeah, Errol Spence Jr., he looked like he ready, bro. He looked like he ready to kick ass and take names, Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? He had to stand up for himself because this dude Kambosos keep trying to use these racist tropes, these racist dog whistles, calling him a boy. And I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? This dude here is ridiculous, bro. He know he don't have all that kind of skill, so he gonna use this moment to show his ass, right? To make as much noise and to bring as much attention. This is 15 minutes of fame, you know what I'm saying? So, he's gonna, try to get Devin off his game, by saying all kind of, stuff and things he think a young man would go, won't concentrate. So he hope Devin comes straight to him so he can hit him with one of those wacky shots, one of them push push jabs that he got. You know what I'm saying? And Devin too smart for that, bro. You know, he may hit him, but I don't think Devin has a bad chin. I just think he got hit with a good shot. And anybody who get hit with a shot that they don't see, you know what I'm saying, it may take you out, bro. And we know that. So, you know, they just run with the narratives to really shit on Devin, you know what I'm saying? So he'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? If he had to fight him twice. The only thing we have to look out for is like what Teddy Atlas said, that they was going to try to cheat him like they did Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao fought Jeff Horn. And, you know what I'm saying, when he went to Australia, and Manny Pacquiao knocked down Jeff Horn, you know what I'm saying, in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And even though Jeff Horn had him all up against ropes, mangling him and shit like that, those ain't no boxing points. You know, the nigga just big. So they're thinking that Teddy Atlas think the promoters and the judges and referees going to work together to cheat Devin Haney out of a victory. And, you know, that's pretty much what we all think. You know what I'm saying? But Devin, he's trying to strive for greatness. And I think he at least he'll make a. Let me see what you said. Let me see. Social Smith says I gotta blow up this damn comment. Let me see. He said can't send super chat. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm what you call it yet. He said Devin's never been down. I've been seeing a lot of poor kind of. Yeah, I'll be trying to put my stuff out there. You see, I can't get the last comment to pop up. Okay, he says Devin never been down. That's a testament to his shit. Yeah, I say the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. You know, they just don't like black fighters, bro. Because Devin is a wholesome dude, man. He is, you know, if you had a son, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, you wanted him to be a great boxer and a great person. I seen Devin in Houston serving the homeless, bro. I seen them serving food to the homeless, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they just don't want him to be undisputed because he's a promoter himself. He's a young black fighter. And you got Keyshawn Davis and you got Stevenson, you know what I'm saying, looking at this guy. And, you know, I'm pretty sure they taking notes and like, shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm do like Devin, you know what I'm saying, to go get my own money once they, you know, build their names and stuff. So, and they trying to shut all that down through Devin, trying to limit the opportunities, and they don't want him to be successful. Because think about what that would mean if Devin won undisputed. Think about what that would mean. You know, to a black father team, black fighter father team, and they did it all on their own, right? And they became undisputed, and then they went up to do whatever, even make more accomplishments. Man, that'd be crazy. That'd be the biggest story in boxing history, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they got to shut them down. They're too big of a risk, you know what I'm saying, for the promoters because they're really not needed unless you're just building your career. And they know it. And Bob Arum is just dirty as shit, working with Lou DiBello to give him that awful deal. But, you know, he made the sacrifice so he could chase legacy and we could be entertained. And of course, I'm behind the dream team 100%, man. 100%. I just want to see Gervonta get into the game, bro. He got to get back into the game. He's got to engage. And Floyd Mayweather, you know, he's got to do his part. Because for some reason, I thought Oscar De La Hoya, Mayweather, having been boxers themselves who had been through some things, that they would look out for this next generation. I didn't think they would, you know, would turn into, you know, greedy bastards, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And do the same thing that Bob Arum is doing, you know, because it's time for Tank to step it up, bro. Right now, he got to step it up now. He can't wait till later. He's 27 years old. Mostly everybody who's in the league is younger than him. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like he could wait nobody out. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to bring, you know what I'm saying? It's only going to go downhill for him, and they're still going to have an upward trajectory. And look at Ryan Garcia. He can't make 135 no more. Even it's not like he was fighting anybody in the damn first place. You know what I'm saying? But now they showing his body like, you know, like he's gonna really fight. So who the hell is he gonna fight at 140? I'd just be interested to see that. But I'd be interested to see that. Who is he? Montana Love, Regis Prograde. Who is he gonna fight at 140? He won't even fight the dudes at 135. So I'm pretty sure they'll find some no name, somebody we never heard of. You know what I'm saying? Somebody from the backwoods of Madagascar and stuff to fight Ryan Garcia. And I don't even really consider him a fighter, to tell you the truth. But yeah. Well, I just wanted to come on, what I'm saying, and see. I want to see if I could get somebody to come up here and see if they want to tell me about their, tell me what they thought about this all access and what they thought about the workout routine of Errol Spence Jr. Let's recap. I thought he looked phenomenal, man. I thought this was the best he looked in a very long time. I thought that Errol Spence Jr. looked like he's about to do some damage. He looked like he's designed for destruction. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like he's trying to box. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he's coming in there for ass, and looked like he's coming in there to tear up ass. And I'm thinking that Ugas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hope he's prepared because I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to try to make an example out of him. And the way he was hitting that damn bag, the way he was making it do what it do, hey, the mitts, the accuracy, the hand placement, I even seen more speed, bro. It's over for him, man. It's over for him. Let me see what he says. Never been. Let's see, I got another comment. Let me see. I always got to blow these damn comments up. He said, Sosa Smith said, I'll come up to talk with you. Hey, hit the link, Sosa. Spence is sliced and diced. Yes, sir. Well, like I said, saying, look like this time, because he laughed in the interview when he said, he haven't knocked out nobody in a while. And it's true. He haven't knocked out anybody in a while. But that's because he never been on top of his A game, for a while. So he hasn't looked like this since the Lamont Peterson, and looked like that was the last time, he really, had any kind of muscle like that on him. And he's always been shredded, but he just never looked like powerful or something like that. And he's always been a big welterweight, so he was always bigger than the other guys. That's why I would love to see him fight Jerron Bruce, and it's not right now because I think that's a dangerous fight. I want to see that fight though. Let's say he wins undisputed. I wouldn't mind Errol Spence Jr. defending his crown against Jerron Bruce. I think that would be a wonderful fight, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? And I think Boots is ready. From what I've seen and how he trained and how dedicated he is in the gym, shit, that would be a great first title defense for Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford, whoever wins. But I don't think Terrence Crawford would beat him. What's going on, my brother? What's happening with you?
All right, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, what I was saying, right?
Uh-huh.
Like I was telling the brother Blue Blood the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Floyd, he been protecting Tank because he sees Tank as the cash cow. He sees Tank and he sees Tank's gifts, and he know what Tank can do. You know what I'm saying? He don't want Tank to fizzle out because Floyd also had Broner. And everybody was praising Broner. Broner was a star. He was being considered the next Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yeah.
But Broner got too big too fast. And then he started leading that daggone lifestyle that wasn't right. He was out there drinking, partying. He wasn't focusing on the boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And Floyd lives a boxer's lifestyle. Floyd don't drink. He don't smoke. He don't do none of that. He'll throw a party just for everybody else to have fun. Because your body is your temple. And if you fighting in combat sports, you need to keep your thing tip top. You can't have nothing that's going to affect the way your body functions. And see, Tank started hanging out with Broner. And so Floyd had to stop that. He had to get him away from Broner because Broner is poison. Like, I hate to say it, but Broner's poison.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
going down and down because Broner never took it seriously. And Broner getting that ring with Madonna was going to happen to him. Because Broner, he was at the height of his rise, and he didn't take that boy seriously. You see, he was goofy off the count, and
Yeah.
he never recovered from that. And
Yeah.
see, Tank started going down the same road. Tank out there drinking, partying every time. He missing
Yeah.
weight. He lost his belt on the scale.
Yeah.
You
I
said you
remember
ready
that.
for these big fights and you ready to do this and that, but you can't even come in on with your weight correctly. You can't even beat yourself. So how you on the next person? See, boxing is like 20% physical, 10% mental. He's
Right.
already
Right.
lost the fight by beating the fight on the scale. So how can he get in there with a top guy if he can't even regulate his weight? And Floyd sees that. Like, why you gonna throw that man out there to the wolves and he can't even control his weight?
Now,
Now you
now,
see he's
now.
been.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
Now go ahead, brother.
Hmm.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, 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 no. I was gonna say because now you're getting to it. I was gonna say now I don't think that's that same Tank. Tank focus now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See now, see that's what I'm saying. Tank he done sat there. He done got you know. Rona's not in his life as much no more. He's done rededicated himself to boxing. He's taking stuff seriously. He's not out here partying all the time. Like we used to see Tank at all the clubs, partying and everything. No, Tank's in
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
gym. He's physical, and he's getting older. Just like Spence was out there doing the same thing. He was out there drinking, partying on them videos with Yellow Beezy and all that stuff.
Sure was. Sure
Until
was.
he had to remit the life.
Y'all hit the
If you're
like
not gonna
button
take
for your
this
boy.
thing 100%, see that's the problem with some athletes are just gifted.
Mm-hmm.
Like Roy Jones, one of the most gifted athletes that ever played the game. But some of them is just gifted.
Mm-hmm. Hello. Oh, he must have got a call in or something. So yeah.
And you
Go ahead.
can't knock that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, hold on one second, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them is just gifted. And when you
Boy, you getting some calls in now, boy. Them women calling right now.
babe, let me call you right back.
All right, bro.
Babe, let me call you right back.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was my
That's cool.
wife. But sorry about that, y'all. But
Mm-hmm.
Roy Jones was one of the most gifted. Then he started, Roy does this, Roy does that. And
Yeah. I know.
Roy wasn't taking his training seriously. He was out there partying and drinking. See, that's the downfall of a fighter. They
Yeah.
party and they drink. And when they do all that right there, then they end up falling. And see, Floyd
Yeah.
protected Tank from that. Now Tank done rededicated himself and reinvested himself into the fight game. And so now, he Tank's ready. He's done showed Floyd that he's ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I feel like now that he's done showed Floyd that he's ready, he should get the chance.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. And this.
you can't throw a
Yeah.
person out there when they're not ready.
Yeah. I agree with that. But see, we've been seeing the
You there,
improvement in
brother?
Javon. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Try to come back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think you got a bad connection. Try to come back out. Come back in. Let's see. Okay. I think we lost him. Let's see. Yeah. That's a good point. Sosa Smith. That's a good point, man. Uh, you know, but Tank he's been doing his thing, man, lately. So, he's 27 years old, and we've seen what he can do in the ring. When he fought Isaac Cruz, you know what I'm saying? He hurt his hand, and he showed some versatility in that fight. He showed that he can move. I don't think Isaac Cruz could have touched him if he would have really just purely boxed, if his hands wasn't hurting. I think Tank just has so much ability, but now we want to see him in there with the top dogs. You can come back, Sosa, when you want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just had a bad connection. I think he's just ready. You know what I'm saying? And I think he want to move at his pace. He don't want to move at Floyd Mayweather's pace. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for him to get in there with them boys. You know, it ain't a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he can make that fight with Devin. Um, I'm pretty sure Floyd understands that Devin is totally committed and totally dedicated to his craft, and I think he saw that Tank wasn't. And I think now he might have more confidence in Tank Davis. He may have more confidence in him because he see a whole new drive and whole new maturity. You know what I'm saying? You even see Tank talking better. You know what I'm saying? Before seemed like he was a little shy or whatever, and then had Floyd them over talking him, stuff, kind of sunning them, and he always end up talking about his stories instead of Tank. He always relate one of his stories to Tank. You know what I'm saying? And we know nobody can like really surpass Floyd Mayweather and what he's done at such an early age. So he just kind of take all the goddamn oxygen in the room when Tank is trying to do an interview, and it gets annoying because it kind of reminds you of Kenny Porter with Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Porter always coming in there with them goddamn old ass suits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a smooth old dude. Don't get me wrong, but he just fall back and let the sun, do what he do. And I think Tank is tired of that. He's just tired of being in Floyd Mayweather's shadow. But he's doing the work. He's gotten better. I see the improvements. I've seen improvements in how he's moving. Um, you know what I'm saying? Uh, so let me see what Valentine say. Valentine, let me see what he say. He said, I know we had a lot of Haney supporters in the community, but got Tank fam. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I think I think that's a 50-50 fight.
All
You
right,
know
I'm
what I'm saying?
back.
In
Sorry
my
about that,
opinion,
y'all.
I think it's a 50-50 fight. I mean, I know Tank intangibles. I know Devin's intangibles. I think I think Tank got the edge because the only reason you good you good Sosa. Mm. He went out again. I think Tank got the edge because of the explosive power because he can catch Haney, he can get him up out of there. I don't think I don't think Haney can catch Tank and get him out of there. I think he has to box him for 12 rounds. Um, I was hoping to see I was hoping to see can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
me
me
now?
now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I always can hear you. You can't hear
Oh, I
me though.
couldn't understand. Yeah, I couldn't hear you at first. You know, my damn wife kept calling. You know what I'm saying? Had
Yeah,
to make
that's
sure I
all
wasn't.
good. Well,
Just
what
wanted to
I was
make sure.
saying was, yeah, you make some great points, bro. Because but I think Tank just want to move at his pace now. You know what I'm saying? I think he want to get in there, and I think he's tired of people doubting him and saying he just got power.
But you
He
know
showed
something
it.
though. But
What's
you know
that?
something about that though. He showed with Esau he can box when he hurt his
Mm-hmm.
head. But see,
Mm-hmm.
Tank can't get mad at nobody but himself because Floyd was willing to put him in there. And you remember that he was sitting there
Yeah.
talking, Floyd won't put me in there with nobody. And he was like, okay, we're gonna get the next fight with Lomachenko. Remember, Tank didn't want that at that time.
But
Remember,
see,
Tank was
he
like,
but
no.
see he thought he was doing it out of spite. See, because Mayweather knew he felt like he wasn't ready. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
Lomachenko, he thought Floyd was doing it out of spite because of some of the stuff he was saying about Floyd. He was saying some real foul stuff about Floyd back then, and he thought maybe Floyd did that out of spite, and I think it was too.
But when he put him in that ring with Pedraza, remember he thought Floyd tried to set him up with that one too.
Yeah,
But see,
yeah,
yeah, but this is what I'm saying. If you gonna be great, you gotta be great.
uh
Like
huh,
you gotta take this game seriously. Like you don't play boxing. This is life or death. This is the art of war. This is battling. This is trying to hurt your opponent, disable your opponent to win. And you need your body running at this tip top shape. You can't have that that's gonna inhibit or slow it down, or dull your reflexes or your senses.
yeah,
And see now Tank has got it crystalline. He see these other accolades that kids younger than him is getting now. And, you know, he's trying to redirect himself. He's starting to follow the Floyd path now. Because, see, for the last 4 fights, I've seen a rejuvenance in Tank. You know, his training camps has been good. He's been looking good out there. Sharp, crisp. Like with that Barrios, that was some, the way he set up Leo Santa Cruz. That was some crisp stuff.
Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet.
Oh, he set that man up. You know, he did it the second, third, and fourth round. He kept doing it, and Leo duck into it. And then right there in the 6th, he did it. Leo ducked right into a daggone. It's a night. He ducked
that just show you his boxing IQ, man. Tank boxing IQ.
Yeah,
it's high, bro. Valentine says Tank is becoming his own man. I hope he takes control of his business, but he stays with PBC. Then he says Floyd threatens. Hold on, let me read Valentine's comment. He says Floyd threatened to put him against Loma out of spite. Yeah, I believe Tank is ready now. Yeah, we were just saying that. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like he can beat Thurman right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, Thurman put on that. Yeah, you know, because I don't know. That's
Barrios. You see what Barrios did with Thurman?
Yeah.
And Tank is a lot slicker, faster, and stronger than Barrios.
But you got to think too. Now that's part of that layoff shit too. You know what I'm saying? When you've been, you know, when you trying to get back on the top level where everybody, you know, reflexes and their sharpness is together. See, and Thurman came off a long layoff.
Thurman done got slow.
How old is he? He's like 34, right?
He 33, like the same age around Early now.
But so
he's had a hard
his size may come into play on Tank though. Thurman still can hit, and his size might
about 3 inches. Barrios had him by 5.
Yeah, but Thurman is a way better fighter than Marius Barrios.
And Tank is a way better fighter than Barrios too, but Thurman gets hurt too easily to that body.
Yeah, he does, but I don't know if I don't know.
Tank
that would
like
be a
Tyson.
good one.
You know, Tank is like Tyson. He's used to being the shortest person out there, so you know Tank know how to get in there quick.
But like Tyson, you know, saying that the bigger heavyweights was his downfall. You see what I'm saying? The bigger heavyweights.
You know, Tank's always fought taller fighters. And Thurman ain't that tall. And you know, Thurman, he done got a lot slower. You see, he's not that bouncing around Thurman no more because he done packed up too much muscle now.
Yeah, I saw that, man. He was like, Thurman, he was looking like
Hulk out there, wasn't he? He was looking
damn. I was like, God damn, Thurman. I was like,
see, he don't put on too many muscles now for that division. See, Thurman to be better in the 154 because now, you know, he has to cut down so low now. See, he got muscles where he shouldn't have muscles at to be in that division. Because now he cuts his movement down. People don't realize too many muscles will hinder
your stamina. Your stamina.
Yeah, and it hinders your movement too. You see how you see a wiry dude to beat the hell out of a muscular guy?
Yeah.
That muscular guy is a lot slower. Muscles are heavy. Like you want that wiry frame because that muscle they heavy and they slow.
Well, they say the muscles need oxygen. You know,
it takes a lot of blood and oxygen for the muscles, so that saps away your energy a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see him spitting that mouthpiece out and going around that ring. But you can't do that with Tank, because Tank been up folded him over with a body shot, then uppercutted him. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear that? Valentine was just saying
Barrios. He didn't drop Barrios, but Tank dropped him 3 times. And Tank moved up 2 divisions. Barrios moved up the division for Keith.
But now, you know, to be fair, you know, Mario Barrios, he ain't he a solid fighter, but come on, bro. Come on now. You know, Mario Barrios ain't that dude, bro. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So Keith should have got rid of him, right? If you say that. If you say
that, you know, Keith, but what I'm saying is, you know, Keith coming up. You know, I'm not a Keith Thurman fan. I tell you that right now, bro.
I used to be a Keith Thurman fan until he kept ducking Spence, man.
Exactly.
All that. I lost.
That's exactly. That's the same here. And I was just like, but you know, we gotta put some respect on Keith's name. Now, you know what I'm saying?
You know, Tank the same height as Pacquiao.
Oh, okay. But you know,
Tank and Pacquiao both 5'5". Remember he was talking about Pacquiao, the little T-Rex arms?
Mm-hmm. But I don't want to see him fight Thurman. I want to see him fight. I want to see him take out the people in his division. You know what I'm saying, for right now. And I don't want to see him do a Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him get
Yeah,
damaged.
I'm just saying. I feel like he could though. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm telling you about
Mhm.
his skill set. I feel like he's
Mhm.
that good that he could take out one of the top welterweights.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of fighters probably could. You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. But see, it's a risk. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk moving
Now
up.
that right there would be that right there would be a fight to make right there. Tank versus Gary Russell coming back.
Yeah, and Gary Russell versus Stevenson, but you know that fight never happened. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you can't put Gary Russell in there with Stevenson. I'm sorry, man. Stevenson a whole different ball game, man. I've been watching that man since he came out, man. You see what he did to Ugas? You see how Stevenson was doing Ugas?
What, inspiring or something? What you talking about?
Yeah, you see how they were sparring, how he was
Oh yeah,
tagging him.
yeah. But you know that was just sparring though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I seen some when Stevenson and Bud was going full tip sparring. You feel me? Like
Mhm.
like Stevenson will tell you he don't want Bud to go soft on him or nothing. You know he wants to feel everybody power. You know, Stevenson, like my homeboy, he was telling me how Stevenson be sparring 154 pounders and stuff. You know,
Yeah,
Stevenson actually a pretty big boy. He he walks around like around 155.
I see him. I mean, I can see him. He looked big in the ring. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
he's a tight little man now. That's what I'm saying. And he got see people didn't realize because you know a lot of his fights he ain't got them knockouts because he was young. He ain't have his grown man strength now.
Right.
Now that man's coming into his grown man strength. He's at his peak right now. See, for the next 3-4 years, he's gonna be brawling. He's in his power. He's into his power. He's coming into his own as a man. Like Valdez about to get destroyed. I think
Oh
Jamel
yeah.
Herring would have been a better fight than Valdez.
Well, you know, Valdez gonna be hopped up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? He
He
gonna
gonna
drink
be
that
hopped up
tea.
on it.
He gonna be hopped on. I think Stevenson will still get him. I just don't want to see. I want to see a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Getting cheated. You know
But
what
you
I'm saying?
know,
By mm.
Stevenson one of the least hit people in boxing. Period. You can't hit Stevenson. Look at his stats. He don't get
No,
hit.
I see his fights. I mean, you're right. Because I was just saying early up in the broadcast that Nakatila destroyed
Nakafili
Belichick.
actually a good fighter. He's actually a
Yeah.
good fighter. I went back and
Did
watched
you
some
see
of his
that?
fights.
Did you see how he was tagging? I mean,
Yeah,
Belichick
that's
and
why Stevenson fought
Stevenson
the way.
handled him. Stevenson handled him like he wasn't jack crap.
But you see,
Yeah.
Stevenson fought him that way because Stevenson felt that man's power. That's why he
Mhm.
was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to mix it up with that guy like that. You know, that's why
Mhm.
he was in and out, in and out. See, Burchett,
Mhm.
he couldn't. You know, he didn't have the wherewithal to stay away from that daggone shot.
Yep.
Like,
Plus he was trying to, coming back from a knockout,
yeah,
and he's timid and all that bullshit, and he wasn't the same. You know what I'm
he
saying?
gun shy. You know, that's what
Yeah.
they say. It's like when you got a pit bull and he get beat early. You know,
Mhm.
you break their spirit. Like his spirit got broke. Like he
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
a
You
10 love
saw that
fighter.
in Roy Jones when he came back after the
Yeah,
knockout. He couldn't open up, man. He couldn't
yeah.
open up.
Glenn Johnson got him after that, and then yeah, Roy wasn't the same. Like once you
Yeah.
take that invincibility away from a fighter,
Mhm.
like it's over with. Like Tyson. Once the invincibility went down from Tyson, then okay, he's human now,
Yeah.
and then it goes down from there. Like it goes down from there.
Let's
But
see.
that's all about keeping yourself focused. Iron sharpens iron.
Well, like Valentine said, they saying Danny Garcia might be fighting Bud happening this summer. What do you think about that? Hello? Oh, he must have got another call. Well, as far as me, I think that's a great fight because these are the fights that Bud are fighting right now is the fight that would have made him avoid a lot of criticism. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would have had half. He would
Can you hear
not
me
have
again,
had.
bro?
Yeah, yeah. I was just reading Valentine. He said that Danny Garcia versus Bud Crawford is supposed to be happening this summer. What do you think about that? My man going again. Well, I think that that fight there. with Danny Garcia, even though Danny Garcia don't seem to be the same fighter he was, when he fought Errol Spence and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? He seemed like he's kind of like on the verge of retirement or some shit. Yeah. So we were talking about Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford that may be happening this summer. What you think about that fight?
I think Danny Garcia done became a gatekeeper, basically. Like, that's why Sean Porter ain't in there no more, because that's basically all he's good for is a gatekeeper, because he can't beat none of the champions, and Porter can't mess with the ones coming up either. Like Boots will give Porter the business. I think Porter might beat Ortiz because he's a hype job
Yeah.
anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
SoCal Boxing said Danny Garcia ain't the same, just like Keith Thurman ain't the same. Yeah. But these are the fights that we want to see Terrence Crawford fight.
But after people fight Errol Spence, they ain't the same anyway, though. I just hate to say it, but the way Errol do to you, he take away what's best from you, and then that constant. People say he don't have power, but he has that cumulative power.
Yeah.
He got that cumulative, like, break you down on your inside power. Like, everybody was like, oh, he didn't knock out Garcia. Garcia went up 2 weight divisions. No, actually, Garcia went up 1 weight division because he had just fought at 140. So I hate when they say that he went up 2 divisions. He had just fought at 140 and beat who's that he had beat? I forgot who he had beat at 140.
I think it was what's his name? I can't stand is that Robert what's his name?
Now he beat Easter at 135.
Easter. Okay, that was at 135.
Now he beat
140. He fought. Who did he fight at 140? I can't remember.
Was it?
But
it was either Pistol or Batista or something like that. He beat somebody at 140. I remember he came up and beat him. Then he started talking about he see something.
Yeah. He saw that ass. He saw that ass whipping is what he saw.
Yeah, he saw that ass get whooped. But
I forgot what point I was going to make. It was about let me see, Errol Spence Jr. He breaks you down. See, I think what it is that like when you know how when you the championship team, everybody play hard, they get motivated against you, and then you go out.
That's the one you gotta come to. Like everybody, like a losing team, but when they go against the champs, they bring their best.
Right, and then when we lose, it takes something from you. You know what I'm saying?
It was Lipinets. That's what he beat at 140. Lipinets.
Yeah. So when you just go all out, I think Porter went all out against Spence. You know what I'm saying? In his training, in his preparation, he went all out. And then when he lost, it took something from him. You know what I'm saying? You're never the same because you put everything you had into that fight. I don't give a damn. I'm going to win this fight. And you could see it in the way he was fighting. He was fighting like he was fighting for his damn life.
Yeah, he was fighting. He knew this was his career right here. If you lose, you're nothing again. If you win, you got the whole world opened up to you. And then what makes him so salty right now, because he's a salty female right now. All that damn salty stuff he's doing. What makes him so salty is he know that Errol Spence beat him at his game. Because if Errol would have sat there and boxed him, it would have been a whitewash. But Errol, the dog that he is, said, "I'm gonna take what you do best," and that's what he do. That in the inside fighting, and Errol went to go do it just like that to him.
See, now in the end, that's gonna hurt Errol. You know what I'm saying? Doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fighting other fighters fight. You know what I'm saying?
But he ain't doing that. He going back to, like he said, he going back to walking
bulldozer niggas. That's what he said.
But yeah, like I said, Brooks ain't been the same since he fought Spence. Lamont Peterson was never the same since he fought Spence. Algiers, Bundu. After you fight Spence, it's just he does something to you. Like you ain't the same.
Well, it's kind of like Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. It's the big, everybody loved Sugar Ray Leonard. He was the man, and Marvin Hagler was like, "Fuck that, I'm the man," and he hated Sugar Ray Leonard, the love that he got, and everybody hate that the love that Spence gets. And so they wanted to defeat. So when you fight him, they want to destroy him because they want to knock him down a peg. And when he beat him, it's like it takes all that shit from him. It takes their drive from him, their motivation. when Terrence Crawford and Spence fight, whoever lose probably ain't gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying?
No, that fight right there is gonna take a lot out of everybody. Like the betting odds on that fight is gonna be damn near even, but that's not an even fight though.
That's gonna take a lot out of it. Just like when Evander Holyfield and what's his name? Not both what is his name? Yeah, both fought. They took a lot out of each other. You know what I'm saying? When they fought, they were never the same after they fought each other. I think it's going to be the same for I think it's going to be the same for Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Whoever gets them after that is going to get a shadow of the fighter that he once was.
Well, I think it might take a lot out of both fighters, though. Really, like
that's what I'm saying. And they're not going to be able to fight on that optimal level. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? To reach those heights. And I don't think Danny Garcia has a chance versus Terrence Crawford. I think Terrence Crawford done had a look at him over the years, and he don't have the intangibles to beat Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has the ability. I think he don't move his hands enough. He's just not on the level of a Terrence Crawford.
Then he done turned into a one-trick pony, man. Like
everybody
trying to sit back for that one lucky punch.
Yeah.
And when you get to the elite fighters, they're not going to go for that. Like
right.
Like elite fighters is not going to go for that right there. So that's why Danny ain't seen the success that he did in a lower weight class, because at first they didn't see him coming. Now they know all he's trying to do is get off with that no look.
Yep. Now I thought he showed some, he'll try different shit if you don't have them abilities, over Terrence Crawford or the higher levels. He'll try some different shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But you see when he start, but like when they see Spence about to knock their ass out, they start getting defensive and they start fighting just to go to distance,
Exactly.
And I think that's what
happened about the Mikey Garcia fight.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can sit there and survive. All he was doing was blocking. He wasn't risking nothing by throwing nothing. He was making sure he didn't get. Look, it's bad when a man that's number 3 pound, he was number 3 pound for pound, had Sugar Ray Leonard talk about he's Mikey. Why is he gonna win? Because he's Mikey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for pound number 3 guy, just to go into the shell, just to make sure he didn't get knocked out, and him and his brother talking about, well, we can get a moral victory. Ain't no damn moral victories in boxing. It's either you win or you lose. They talking about a moral victory.
Well, I thought the little hand pump thing was a trip. You know what I'm saying? He said facts, Spence the truth. I'm saying, yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting. I said, okay, he's just going for some kind of moral victory and shit.
Yeah, he wanted to go to just say, I went 12 rounds of Spence. I'm the first person to do it.
And it worked for him because he got $10 million, and his stock went up after that. Yeah. Kind of like Isaac Cruz after he fought Tank and survived. You know what I'm saying? His stock went up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it did.
Yep. So they using these top athletes like Brian Castano. You know what I'm saying? When he did a draw with Jamel Charlo, his stock went up too. You know what I'm saying? So he did a good showing.
I blame a lot of it on Jamel though, because Jamel, he takes too many lulls in the fight. Like Jamel, he'll take a lull in the middle of the fight. Like he'll go to sleep in the middle of a fight. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that, Jamel.
Well, I think what Jamel does is he don't want to make no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And if he go to counter punching a lot. Like he was trying to lure Brian Castano to the ropes so he could get that left hook off on him and shit. But Brian was too smart for that shit.
Jamel Charlo, he used to be a pure boxer.
I know.
Yeah, that's why I would be waiting for him to revert back to his boxing abilities. Like now he doesn't think. See, now he relies too much on his power.
Yeah.
His first 15 fights, he hardly had 2 knockouts. Like he was a pure lateral moving boxer.
Yep, that sure was. Yeah,
what
he
he
was better.
did.
He was better boxer than Jamal. You know what I'm saying? He better than as far as boxing
And see,
ability.
that's another thing. Everybody be talking about Jamal, how Jamel's doing better than Jamal. They also got to realize Jamal's in a bigger weight class as well, too.
Well, he got to realize too, his weight class don't want to fight. Triple G don't want to fight no Jamal. You know what I'm saying? Hell, he didn't want to fight Derevyanchenko. I thought he lost that fight, Triple G versus
Jalen.
Derevyanchenko. You know what I'm saying? I thought he
Yep.
lost that
He
fight.
did lose that.
And so he ain't trying to fight nobody. So he got a champion in his weight class that don't want to fight the other champion, Jamie Moreau. How you say his last name? Munguia?
You talk about that Jamie Mugia?
Yeah, he don't want to fight.
Jamal could have
hmm
pushed for that fight, though. You see Danny Jacobs got the fight.
Well, Danny Jacobs, what I'm saying, he ain't no high
But you know
risk
that Honey
motherfucker.
Mugia, if Jamal Charlo, he the A side. If you'd have pushed the issue, they would have made concessions for it. They would have made concessions for him. He the
Did you
champ.
see? Did you see what Danny looked like his last fight, bro? Come on.
Danny got robbed over there in England, man. I seen that fight.
Danny don't look the same, bro. He looked like he going
He
a
got
fighter.
gassed out. The
hmm
final 4 rounds, he was gassed out, but I still think he won that fight.
Well, they ain't gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You know how the system is. You got to go
And
over there
that's the
and
problem with Devin Haney.
Yeah, yeah,
Pacquiao's a bigger star than Haney ever is, right?
right.
And if they can take it from Pacquiao, Haney gonna have to go in there for the knockout.
Yeah, but that's gonna be dangerous right there, because that's all Gamboa. That's his only hope to win. You know what I'm saying? In a fair way. You know what I'm saying? That's his only hope to catch him with a lucky punch. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think Cambosa's got that much power. Like, the only reason he caught Teofimo that time because Teofimo was throwing one and he caught her off balance. It wasn't even a hard knockout. It was like an off balance knockout. Knockdown, I mean.
Yeah, knocked down. Yeah, but Devin's small. He's smaller than Teofimo Lopez.
Actually, he's bigger than Teofimo. He's taller and he got a bigger size. Like,
you think so? I don't know.
yeah,
I
I
think
seen them up against each other
you
when
seen
they
him?
was sparring.
Huh?
You ain't
He
seen that
bigger than
video when they was
Teofimo.
Go look at that video of Teofimo and
Well, they had the clothes on and shit like that. I saw it, but it didn't look like he was, because look like Teofimo Lopez looked like he can't stay down there, bro. He had to move up.
Yeah, that's
You know
why
what
David
I'm
stay in the gym every day because it's hard for him to stay down there.
saying?
He has to stay in the gym. If not, he's gonna overgrow it. That's why he was saying after this undisputed, he was gonna move up. But now they done trapped them into 2 more fights.
So let me get it back to what Valentine was saying. Do you think that Crawford gonna take that Danny Garcia fight? I mean, I don't know if it's on or not, but you know what I'm saying. You think he
I mean,
gonna
it's
take
a good tune up. I mean, it's a good fight just to just to keep yourself a little, just keep you active. You know what I'm saying? It's to keep you
Yeah,
active.
yeah.
I mean,
I,
that's all it is. That's all it is. It ain't no worries in that fight right there.
I forgot who Jerome Boots Ennis is fighting next. He got a fight coming up.
Castillo Clayton.
Yeah, Castillo Clayton. He gonna beat shit out of Castillo
He
Clayton.
gonna beat the dog shit out of Castillo Clayton.
He
I'm
gonna
like,
beat Cus. I watched
I don't even
Castillo
know why they
Clayton fight.
rank
I'm like, hell
Castillo
no.
weight. I don't even know why he's ranked so high.
Well, he go back and forth. These promoters put you where they, where they want you. You know what I'm saying? When they need somebody, to take a ass whipping, they'll move you on up there.
Well, yeah, he's still undefeated though, but you know.
Yeah, he undefeated, but look, he ain't fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fighting nobody. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see who gonna give him his first opportunity. That's gonna be a big fight.
I don't think Castillo Clayton go past 4.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So it's gonna be exciting to see who gives Boots Ennis a good fight, or who gonna fight Boots Ennis, because we know Danny Garcia ain't gonna do it. We know Terrence Crawford ain't gonna. I don't want to see Terrence Crawford fight him. I mean, I do and I don't. You know what I mean by that? I want to see Terrence Crawford fight Spence first, and then whatever. If
At
he
the point I'm
wins.
at now, the Spence and Ugas is in a week and a half, or like 2 weeks, right?
Uh-huh.
It ain't even no use to make another fight with Crawford, really.
Yep.
If he say he wants Spence next, I mean, he can go ahead and set up for the Spence fight because 2 weeks is nothing.
Yep.
But
Yep.
if he set up a fight, that's gonna be 3 months. Then that's gonna be 6 months before we get that Spence fight.
Yep.
Because you're
But
gonna need 3 months. You're gonna need 3 months for Bud to get in his fight, and then after Bud fight, we're gonna need another 3 months for the Bud and Spence.
so we talking about early next year or the end of December.
I'm thinking around late September, like late November.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Bud
Mm-hmm.
sets up a fight and fights in June, July, 3 more months, that'd be October, November. Because they was talking about he wanted to get a fight for June and July.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he's gonna end. I think he's gonna make short work of Danny Garcia. I don't think he's gonna take any damage in that fight. I think Danny Garcia is gonna be a punching bag, and he'll be able to make that fight with Spence.
That's just like the Kell Brook. Like if Bud would have caught Kell Brook earlier, I think it would have been a much better fight. But Kell Brook, he was at the end of his rope as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
He go ahead, brother.
Well, we've been seeing a resurgence of all the old fighters like Amir Khan, Kell Brook. They hanging around getting the little trash fights, so people can make money. You know what I'm saying? So he's supposed to be.
I'm gonna be all the way honest. I was happy about that Amir Khan Kell Brook fight. I've been wanting that fight for about 10 years now.
Yeah, for the old boxing heads, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool, but we already knew who was gonna win.
But it was gonna be the same either way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Amir was always below Kell, but he had the complexion for the connection, so he got market better.
Well, Kell Brook was top fighter, man. He was the top dude in the welterweight division back then.
He was a monster. After he beat Sean Porter, didn't nobody want to fight him.
But then when you see that new monster coming up, that's how you know if the old monster is real. You know what I'm saying? When you start avoiding the new monster, that's when you like, oh shit.
But it's funny, we had a changing of the guards here. That's why I'm like, after Spence and Crawford fight, then both of them might as well go ahead and move up because it ain't really gonna be nothing for the loser in that division either. Because you got that boy Jerron Ennis coming up, and I've been watching that boy. That boy special.
Yeah, he sure is.
Spence my guy, but Spence look good right now, but I still wouldn't really want to see him in there with that young lion. That's just like Floyd Mayweather getting it into Spence when Spence was coming up. Floyd was that man.
Right.
But you don't want to see him take that young lion Spence. You feel me? Just like Sugar Ray the man, but you didn't want him seeing him take that young man Floyd. I want to see it after he take care of business. The old business. I don't want him to start no new business until he take care of the old business. That's where I'm at. I want to see them fights. That's gonna mess up the apple cart because Spence has a super fight coming in the next year and a half, 2 years. And
not before. Not before now. He fought.
Crawford is his big fight. That's not his big fight. Now remember.
Oh, who you think? You finna lay it on me? What you talking about, Jamel?
No, that's not even a super fight. He beats Jamel in sparring all the time. He always talking about. Jamel always talking about. That's why Jamel don't want to fight Spence. Spence be bullying Jamel, but
now you got me intrigued.
Spence and Canelo. It's gonna be Spence and Canelo.
Shit.
No, bro, listen to me now. Spence used to walk around at 190. That's why he used to take fake fat count. Spence spars heavyweights and light heavyweights. If you not remember, about 6 months ago, Canelo said Spence was a good fighter. He would come down and wait to fight Spence. Remember that?
Right. Yep.
Spence always talk about that. He would love to fight Canelo. That he'd beat Canelo.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, people don't even realize that's the super fight that they building. That's why
Wow. I
they
can
not
see
even.
it. I can see it. I can see it.
Everybody's missing it. It's right in y'all face. That's why Canelo
Wow.
ain't trying to mess with Charlo. None of that right there. He's trying to let Spence. That's why Spence about to go to 154, get acclimated, and then he gonna go back up to 160, and then him and Canelo gonna meet in the middle and make a super fight. Because you see, Spence just said the other day, he said, I can still beat Canelo.
Yeah, yeah. He always mentioning Canelo. He always been wanting that
And
fight.
Canelo always mentioned how Spence is a great fighter.
But you know,
And
I just
you
hate. I
see
would hate that he's skipping so much. You know what I'm saying?
how's it skipping so much. You see they always compare the numbers of Spence and Canelo at the Dallas
No,
Arena.
no. I feel you. I feel you on that. But I'm just talking about the names that he's skipping. You know what I'm saying? The Jamel Charlos. The, you know,
What is
see
Jamal
nobody.
Charlo
See,
finna do?
see. Say what? I'm.
Honestly. Jamal Charlo ain't did much.
No, Jamel. I'm talking about Jamel.
Jamil already got on record saying he don't want to fight Spence. That's his brother.
Okay. Yeah.
Spence
Okay.
said, I'll do it.
So,
Spence said,
so
I'll
why
do it.
not?
Like Mike Tyson say, if you my friend, let's make this money together.
So
But
why
if you,
not? Why not defend? Why no? You not up for the champions defending the belts or nothing like
I
that?
am, but I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Say like me and you homeboys, right? And me and you
Hmm.
fight every day, and I beat on you every day, and you see it. I'm just saying, you see it.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Are you gonna set yourself out there for me to do it on the big stage?
Hell no.
Exactly. Like you remember that interview when Jamil was talking about, yeah, I'm a southpaw killer. And remember Spence said, not all southpaws. He said, nah, he
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
yeah. Spence be
that.
bullying that man, dog. I went to their gym one time, like this was in 2018, and seen them boxing.
Yeah,
And
I
they was
always
putting
go by there. I never could catch Spence in the gym.
man, they were putting in some heavy work, bro. They were putting in some poundage. This was before Ocampo, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, him and Jamal, it was him, Jamal, and Derek. The three of them was training together. And Derek was doing the sit-ups and stuff too. But when they was sparring, him and Charlo was going down full speed sparring. I'm like, damn,
Mm.
they going to get it.
Well, I noticed Jamel always say that Spence is a dog. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
never
that's
have
what
a.
he told Crawford, don't worry about me. You need to worry about Spence.
but with that said, and that's real. But with that said, I do want to see him. I just want to see him and Spencer because you know Jerron has such ability, bro. You know what I'm saying? He has such ability. I just want to see him in there against the best guys. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And
I
nobody
understand
can.
that, but
And
you
no.
got to realize all fighters move up if they great. And Spence already having problems keeping that weight. That's
Oh
why he's
yeah,
been in. You see, he's been in camp for 6 months straight right now.
yeah. So what?
You
So
know,
why
after
he
the
can't?
injury,
You don't think they can fight at 154?
I believe that him and Ennis is gonna fight at a bigger weight. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Me too.
after Ennis fills out, after Ennis go ahead and clean up the 147. I mean the 147 division. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
You know, Crawford
Yeah.
said he fighting too much into his 30s anyway. He said he ain't trying to be old fighting. So you know, Crawford ain't got but like probably 2 more fights, and
Yeah.
he's
Because
already won all of them.
Boots got a 3 fight deal with Showtime.
Yep.
So they're already fighting on Showtime. This fight is on Showtime too. So you can already see which way they're going.
Spence
You know what
been
I'm
on
saying?
Showtime. You know, he went to
Yeah.
Showtime, then to Fox, then back to Showtime. But Spence, Spence and Charlo will be a hell of a fight, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I bet Spence will get Triple G though, cause see, Spence is a draw. Like beyond, but below Canelo,
You think Triple G gonna fight Spence, bro?
for the money he will. You know, Triple G
uh
called out for Triple G trying to get a payday, but I don't even think he gonna beat Murata next week. Honestly,
I know, man. Everybody's saying that shit. Like they saying this Murata gonna get him, and Murata ain't even that dude, man.
I
Murata,
know
he
Derevyanchenko gave
telegraphs his damn punches and shit. This nigga
okay,
is
but
slow.
Derevyanchenko gave Triple G that L, and they still stole it from him. Like,
Yeah, they sure did. And Derevyanchenko gave Jamal Charlo a hell of a fight, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
I like
Jamal,
Derevyanchenko, man.
Jamal gave it to him though. But you know what? After Spence beats Crawford, I want to see him move up and fight somebody like Lubin or
Yeah. Well, he'll knock Lubin ass out.
Yeah, Lubin's a great name right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. He just beat he about to fight Fundora.
Yeah, he about to fight that big tall dude that look like the Slender
I
Man.
hope he survives that. Fundora didn't look that great against his last fight. He didn't look that good, bro.
But they trying to get another Lubin and Charlo fight because Charlo got Lubin fresh out the kennel.
Yeah.
Like Lubin was too young and too green to go fight Charlo. That fight didn't even get started.
But Charlo told you. He told everybody, but he was so damn arrogant. And he, he was like, Charlo said he ain't ready. He wasn't being arrogant. He was just like, look, the dude ain't ready for the big stage.
And sometimes you gotta learn. Experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. You can tell me something hot all day, but if I touch it, I don't know how hot it is. What is hot until you touch it?
Yeah, like Kevin.
You touch it?
Like Kevin said, you're gonna learn today. And he sat his ass down, boy. He fucked his ass up in the first round. Had his ass twisting up in there. I was like, wow. And then all that shit he talked.
Every fight after that, he been smashing everything else. Sometimes that's what you need. Like Lennox Lewis, when Lennox Lewis got that loss, you see, he went on a tear after that.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like once a person done lost their O, they take more adventurous fights once you get that O get gone. See, everybody's still trying to clamor to keep that O. But once that O gone, then hey, what you got to lose now?
Yep. That's you look at Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman want to fight any and everybody now. He's trying to fight.
He's trying to relative, man. You had to fight everybody, but you want to always holler something was injured, something was hurt.
Oh, I think he'll fight him now that he done took a couple of losses, just like Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? They took a couple of losses. They're like, come on.
Because he's still trying to, he wants to fight Crawford now, so that way he can still have that super fight with Errol. And see, I hate that fight never happened. I want to see Keith Thurman and Errol.
Now, could you imagine that fight? God, the only shots Terrence Crawford gonna throw is body shots. He ain't even gonna throw for the head. He's just gonna hit him dead to the body about 5 times and fight over.
It's over, yeah.
It's like, come on, bro.
But Keith is crafty though. Everybody know he got that weakness, but not everybody can stop it. Pacquiao knew it, but Pacquiao, it took him to the 11th round to get it though.
Well, Pacquiao ain't got his legs no more like that. You know what I'm saying? He can't keep up with Keith like that no more. And then Keith did the ultimate sin of following Manny Pacquiao backwards. Well, no, pulling backwards when Pacquiao going forward.
Back straight up.
Yeah, that you don't pull back. Even Floyd, if he pull back, he gonna pull back at an angle, or he gonna keep his guard tight. You know what I'm saying? Only Floyd can get away with them kind of flaws and shit. And he just made the mistake, and he didn't take it seriously. I don't understand why he didn't take that
his
fight.
Training went up the par. He was down in the casino gambling the night before and everything. I'm like, what the
hell?
He
was tired, didn't even get no rest. I like this dude because Adrian Bronner was busting him out and everything, telling him to go get some rest and shit, man, for that fight.
He had them big stage jitters. Like, I'm fighting a legend now. You feel me? Like,
bro, Manny, say what you want to say about Manny Pacquiao, but that boy love to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got a lot of L's, but hey, he still get back up and fight.
But that's what boxing is all about, and that's what I try to tell folks. It ain't about who you like. It's about the spirit of getting into the ring and putting it on the line. You know what I'm saying? And having
with the great ones, and he took quite a few L's.
Right.
Yeah, that's what people don't realize. That O means something, but it don't mean nothing.
Right. Because you can't beat everybody. None of these fighters, Spence, Jerome Boots, they ain't gonna beat everybody, bro. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can.
Everybody else put in front of him. Floyd beat everybody else put in front of him.
Right, but Floyd is a phenomenon, though. He's
I think Roy
he's an
Jones,
exception to the rule.
If Roy would have developed the jab, and he wouldn't have kept playing with his weight and stayed focused, I think Roy wouldn't have got beat.
Right, that's true.
But he didn't live a fighter's lifestyle. He rapping, popping bottles, doing all that. You can't do that when you're a fighter.
and they all fall victim to that. Look at EJ. He fell off. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
thought he
what
was
I
one.
said. That's what I
I
said.
thought he.
That
I thought
accident
he.
was the best thing that
Yeah.
happened to him.
I thought he was one of the most disciplined motherfuckers I ever seen. And then just when you thought he was honing in, you know what I'm saying, this happens
Him,
to him.
him and Yellow Beezy out there getting drunk, partying on Instagram, doing all that crazy crap
Well, you see where he at now. You see that
on
nigga
the
on a
ranch.
farm, that nigga on a ranch, that nigga isolated.
Yeah, that's why I said ain't nobody gonna be able to stop him now. They should have
Mhm.
caught him. They should have caught him before the accident, because
Mhm.
now he back to that man. He back to
Yep.
man. If you caught him before that accident, you had a chance. Sean Porter was the last person that had a chance to take him out.
Yep. I agree with that. But yeah, I'm finna shut it down, man. I'm finna get back on the grind here with my job. And hey, thank y'all for. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button for me, man. This been PullCounterBoxing. Hey, Sosa, man, come back anytime, bro. When I come on, you got a channel, Sosa?
Oh nah, bro. I just be on Blue, yours, and Champ size stuff.
Okay, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just anytime you see me, keep your notification on. You come back, we'll chop it up, man. I love it. All
All
right,
right,
man.
bro. You be
All right.
easy, man.
All right. Hey, man, y'all hit that like button before you get up out of here. And I appreciate you, man, for stopping through. It's been PullCounterBoxing, man. Hey, remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go around here, law dog. Savvy. See you in the next one.